Send this one to the dogs. It's a new Willy weighs in. Sully, what did you think of that game? Yeah, me too. He wants to go to bed. For God's sake, he wants to never come out of his kennel again and see the light of day. That is how that game made us feel. Welcome back to another Willy weighs in. This is segment number 5, the game number 5 between the Edmonton Oilers and the Toronto Maple Leafs. What can I say? This was a disappointing game. We had a very fast-paced, fun first period to watch. It was everything you would expect a battle of Edmonton and Toronto to be, especially without Matthews. It was fast-paced. There were chances exchanged at each end. And then suddenly there's a penalty called on the Oilers. It's a Chris Russell hold off to the box. The Leafs get the power play. Marner takes the puck, takes it behind the net, passes it out front to Nylander, who shoots it through Mike Smith, who has stood on his head for the Oilers. 5-0-0 win record. So on that power play, they score. Nylander gets it through Mike Smith, who's played well. 1-0 for the Toronto Maple Leafs. About a minute and a half later, 2 minutes later, they come back down, and Tavares passes the puck to Marner, who buries it past Smith. 2-0 for the Toronto Maple Leafs. Okay, we get out of this period. It's not looking great. I can say that it was a decent period on both ends. It was fast-paced. There were chances created. One power play. Okay, we get to the second period. There's a fast pace. Edmonton's top 2 lines don't look so great. There's been some good forechecking on that second line with Cahoon and our favorite Yamamoto and Draisaitl, but they're not really creating that many chances. And that's the same with our top line with Ryan Nugent-Hopkins, McDavid, and Puljujarvi. Now, who is creating chances on the forecheck are the fourth line. We have Jujhar Khaira, Josh Archibald, Ennis, Gitan Haas. They're all playing pretty well and creating chances down low. And then, you know what? The Oilers give up another 2-on-1. Jason Spezza fakes a shot. Mike Smith bites. Spezza then buries it past him. It's 3-0 in the second period. The Oilers have been down like this before and come back. I did not fear it. As a matter of fact, I wanted to bet my son $5 that the Oilers would come back, because my son was like, you know what? They're going to lose, Dad. They're just going to lose. It's done. And he wasn't wrong. He would have won $5. He didn't want to bet me. Oh, well. They've come back from this before, and then we come back into the third, and we see things getting a little shaken up. We see the third and fourth line of the Oilers playing a little bit more throughout this period. They did in the last half of the second as well, which is nice to see, because you want your bottom 6 to be creating chances. But the thing is, Connor McDavid's line wasn't doing that great. Either was Draisaitl's line. So what they did was Tippett switched those lines up. He just switched the centers. McDavid was playing with Cahoon and Yamamoto, and Draisaitl was now playing with Ryan Nugent-Hopkins and Jesse Puljujarvi. Now, what I can say out of those is it looks like Draisaitl and Puljujarvi have a little bit of chemistry that I kind of like. Did I like the change? I don't know. I guess we'll see what happens come Monday, because there is 2 more games that they play right away against each other. We had a Monday night game and a Wednesday night game, and you can bet McDavid's going to be a little pissed off and wanting to get back at the Maple Leafs. When you've got a pissed off McDavid who's out to prove his worth and that he can score against Toronto Maple Leafs, he's going to bury the puck. He's going to get assists, and he's going to will his team to win. I bet you they split tonight and Monday, and then Wednesday's going to be a battle. But let's talk again. The Oilers lose. It's 4-0. Jack Campbell played really well, stopped a lot of really great shots, and got, Toronto's first shutout of the year. He played solid. Now, I was kind of frustrated because there was only one power play, and that was for the Toronto Maple Leafs. There was a number of missed calls, in my opinion, in this game, especially, an elbow to the head of Draisaitl. Is that not a penalty? I don't know. Is that anybody tell me, is that a penalty? No? Yeah. You know what? Whatever. The Oilers just came off a 5-game winning streak. They climbed in their division, the Scotia North Division, all the way up to second place. It's okay if they lose now and then. It's not the end of the world. But I do want them to win on Monday. And that is when I will have another Willy Weighs In. So, tune in Monday night for Toronto Part 6. So this series right now through the season is the Oilers have 2 wins and 3 losses against Toronto. And I bet you that Matthews draws in on Monday. He'll probably be healthy, probably be ready to go. So we got to look for that too. We got to look ready for that. Another question I have, I wonder if Chris Russell stays in the lineup. Because, we have Evan Bouchard, who's played really well and looks like he fits in great with the Oilers. The defensive pairs on the Oilers that I've really liked have been Darnell Nurse and Ethan Bear. Darnell Nurse and Barry are fine, but I'd like to see him back with Bear. I like Jones out there. I like Larson. Let's get Bouchard. I think it's time to let Bouchard shine. And you know what? Give Mike Smith a break. Give him a break. Put Koskinen in. Give Koskinen a couple games. I think he's been kind of blackballed a bit since Mike Smith's been healthy. And, Mike Smith is kind of Tippett's guy. But Koskinen's a damn good goalie. He held them in for the first half of the season when they didn't have one. He overplayed. So he's got to be well rested. Let's get that guy in. Let's get him some games. This has been a Willy Weighs In. Thank you for watching Willy Weighs In. Subscribe at the bottom and watch the full pod. Take care, and I'll see you Monday night.